Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Stephen B. I want to talk today about hiding spirits. Hiding spirits. And what that typically entails is people that you meet or that you get in relationships with or that you start relationships with. For the most part, these people are going to hide certain behaviors because they don't want you to know them, because they don't want you to know what's tied to that behavior is a spirit. And as I shared in one of my videos, these spirits have been on their lives for quite some time. Most of the time, they begin in childhood because the person that's hiding a spirit typically has had some type of traumatic event. That traumatic event led to an insecurity. That insecurity led to that child looking for something to feel secure with. So they pick up a spirit. That spirit usually comes out in many different ways. Spirit of manipulation, spirit of rebellion, spirit of control, spirit of lying. I met this brother. I knew this brother actually when I was on the police department. You can look at him, he'll tell you a lie. I mean, his truck was red, but if I asked him, man, that's a pretty red truck, he would tell me it was blue. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm not. And he wasn't playing either. He was serious. I knew he had spirits on his life. But let me get back to this. These people hide behaviors because those behaviors are tied to experiences. Those experiences are tied to spirits. Okay? That's why you need to ask a lot of questions. You need to ask a lot of questions when you initially meet these people. Most of them are beautiful people. Most of them are sweet, kind, caring, giving, loving, wonderful people. They are. But they're damaged because they have trauma in their lives that never heal. And that's just the truth. I'll never forget, I met this, someone called me one day, and it was this young lady, and she wanted to tell me about this person that had done things in her life. And I listened, and she told me all the things that this person did, that this guy did. And I listened to all the characteristics that he had. He was a liar. He was a manipulator. He was cunning. He was charming too. He was deceitful, and he was a hoe. And I listened, and I let her finish. And I said, man, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, because that's the only way I can help you. I said, all them spirits, all those characteristics you name, I said, they are on your life. That's why you attracted it from him, because they're on your life. You can't attract what's not in you. You're going to attract what's in you. See, that's the beauty of this whole thing called life. That's why I encourage people to do what's right, to treat people right, because you're going to attract what's in your life. Oh yeah, you're gonna get characteristics, other characteristics from the other person, but for the most part, you're gonna attract what's in you. That's why I don't let people trick me and fool me into thinking that they are something they're not. But like I said, most people are great. They're beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, smart, loving people. But they got spirits on their lives. In other words, they need to be healed. And if they don't get healed, they pass this stuff on down to the next generation. In the meantime, they keep going from relationship to relationship, and those relationships keep ending. So you have a more convoluted mess by the time that person passes other spirits on, and by the time that person and that other person that they're with, that relationship ends. It's really amazing, but this is where it needs to stop. because number one, we have entered another era of human activity or um, um, human relationships, okay, that involve relationships. We've entered into an era of knowledge. We left the zodiac of Pisces and we entered the zodiac constellation of knowledge, and that's what Aquarius is. You say, why is that important? That's important is the reason why that's important is because you can't do business like you used to. You can't keep doing what you used to do. You can't. Your creator will stop you, or somebody will stop you, because the era that we have entered into is it cannot allow that type of behavior in it. It just can't. It cannot. That's the other reason why I'm making this video, because I want people to know, y'all, you can fool yourself into thinking that you can keep on doing this, but I got news for you. You can't. Either your creator gonna stop you or somebody else will. And you know what I believe? I believe those people who carry those spirits on their lives, they're finding this out. They're finding out they cannot continue business as usual. They need to get help. I do believe that. I sense that in my spirit. They know they can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And the fascinating thing is, getting healing with me is simple, because I know how to get spirits off of people's lives. Whereas some of these people that go to these counselors and all they get is a lot of fluff. And months and months and months pass by and they still haven't been healed. Those spirits are still there. You come to me, I guarantee you, I'm going to get those spirits off in a matter of minutes. Then I'm going to teach you. Then I'm going to counsel you. Then I'm going to show you how you get what you want without spirits. But if you come to me thinking you're hiding spirits, you can't hide a spirit from me. You can't, because I'm going to recognize it. Then I'm going to patiently wait on you for you to share with me what it is. But if you don't, I'm going to call it out. But let me finish. These people hide these spirits because they are accustomed to these spirits. You see, some of these spirits, people want to hang on to them because they feel like they're getting some type of benefit. And remember, the people that have these insecurities a lot of times because of some type of trauma that occurred in their lives. Okay, so they feel like that spirit is awarding them some type of benefit, but it's a temporary benefit, because eventually it's going to cause chaos, confusion, pain, and trouble. Okay, so the benefit is very temporal. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to help people understand it's time to stop. But it's time for you to recognize when someone is hiding something from you. Ask a lot of questions. Ask them a lot of questions. Ask them about their mama. Ask them about their childhood. Ask them about their daddy. Ask them about their grandparents. Ask them about their brothers and sisters. I remember this. I have had so many people tell me, they say they say, I ain't known a brother that loved his daddy and his mama. And at first I used to look at them like they were crazy, until I realized they just didn't have a healthy relationship with their mom or their dads. And most of them eventually picked up some kind of spirit as a result of the trauma that was left upon them by not having or experiencing that type of relationship and experiencing something else differently. Now you think because I feel like I'm special? No. See, I was prepared for who I am and what I am. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. And I was prepared to come here to help you. Now you can either let me or you can go on. The choice is yours. But I strongly believe that you're here to get help. Until next time, y'all have a great day.